Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is heading for 11 o'clock. It's between a quarter to and 10 to 11 on Thursday night. Back with a few for tomorrow. Start of All-Ireland Hurling weekend. Mad scramble for tickets. I was asked by a few people today, did I know where people to get a ticket, particularly elderly people from the counties involved, more so from the Banner. Couple of 80 and 81-year-old men looking for tickets, and I was asked for a Langer, but I don't have as many contacts with hurling, but I'll see. I'm going to a function on Saturday night. You wouldn't know who'd be knocking about, so I'll try if I can. Any have a spare ticket, drop a comment. I might go to Killarney tomorrow. There's a good old card. There's a few horses that I like to see running, so I might head in the morning if I'm in form. Today we had what? We had Pisanello. I thought would be staying on. It was, but is left with a lot to do. I was afraid of the horse that won it. That's the fourth time in the last 5 times that I've suggested we're setting a trend, do a reverse forecast. The other one won, and we didn't hit the forecast only once, I think. Probably 7-year-old, not as much progression and not as much left in the tank, but he was left too far back anyway, but speed was holding up front. Similarly with Boost, Serena Brotherton, for a horse that had stayed and won, stayed on well at 1.5 miles. Why was she so far back? And similarly, Billy Lee on Self Belief, stayed on to be 4th. I thought at worst it had finished 3rd behind the 2 to get the place and to get without the 2. It was actually went out to 6-1 today without the 2 favourites, a quarter of the odds. So you'd have made 6-4 on your money if it finished 3rd and get the place, but didn't. I don't know. The jockeys at times, they don't seem to be helping us as much as they should. Tomorrow for a Friday, it's not great stuff. I couldn't narrow it down in a lot of races, like to 3 maybe, and so what would you do? So I didn't bother, and some of them were gone too short that I'd picked out last night. We backed a horse the last day that should have won but didn't, Story Horse. We backed a horse, Kitsuni Power, 2 runs back at 1. It was back and trip the last, it didn't suit. The favourite is Sea Legend. It's stepping up and trip. Farthest it's ran before was 10 furlongs. It is heading up to 14 furlongs tomorrow, but I'm going with last year's winner, Quantum Leap, for Ed Bethel. Now it shows there the last 14 days he's 0 for 21, but over 3 weeks spell he has 1 winner and 9 places, so it's just to run into one. But this horse is rated 82, and it was 82 when it won it last year, the same race at Haydock. I like horses that win at tracks and come back the following year because to the same race, because they're targeted, and especially a mile 6, the same sort of going. And Haydock, when you win at Haydock once, you're going to run well at it again. Callum Rodriguez was in the plate last year when it won by a length and a quarter. It had a run before that in over 10 furlongs in Newcastle. So similar tactics this year. It ran over 1.5 miles in Hamilton, and was staying on. And I thought it might go up a pound or 2 for the effort, but it didn't. And it might have won it only for it didn't get out in time. This won it here. He got first run on him, and he's at the back.
But he's only 4 lengths off Victory Shout. This son of Frankel, who brings them down towards the final 3 furlongs and the climb for home in the longest race of the day. Victory Shout, Legal Aid, Wiki Wheels, Percy Shelley, Dunstan and Quantum Leap is the order as Victory Shout now tries to just quicken from the front. From Legal Aid in second, the maroon and yellow. Wiki Wheels away to the left. Percy Shelley on the right. Dunstan behind them. Quantum Leap being brought through towards the stand side to try and challenge, but it's Victory Shout who still leads and has found a length here from Legal Aid. Quantum Leap finishing towards the stand side from Percy Shelley. Wiki Wheels. Dunstan being left behind. Half a furlong to go. Victory Shout still the leader. Quantum Leap from last place is the last challenger, but won't get to Victory Shout, who's made all under Sam James, 1 3/4 of a length. Quantum Leap close for third.
He sort of got blindsided there, I think. He didn't see the horse making a little run for home. Big strong horse. You can see why he likes a galloping track like Haydock. 3-1 with 365. Favourite with a couple of them. He's the selection. Now we go to a maiden. We don't do this too often, but we done it in Down Royal not too long ago, and we were lucky. With I Owned the Ball, and we're taking on the favourite here again. We're going to go with Wizard of Odds. I didn't know who this was the day I was in the stole on the 2nd of June. It was the first race of the day. I was on the winner and I was watching him in front, but I had to get out my programme straight away and say what finished 5th. It was Wizard of Odds. And I looked back at the video later that day and I said, I'm going to be on him next time. That was over 6. This is over 7. The favourite was a staying on 2nd and it was over a mile. I just think that the distance tomorrow, if we can get out in time. He actually was in that race. I Owned the Ball. Back in the pack, but in the Listowel race we'll have a peep at it.
Is in front from the favourite Elzam, who just about noses to the front inside the final furlong. So Elzam trying to shed the maiden tag the third time of asking, driven out by Dylan Brown McMonagall, goes on clear by a couple of lengths up towards the line, and Elzam goes on to win tidily from the pace setter Shimmy Jimmy in second place. Very close. What's going to finish third and fourth will confirm that, possibly just King Thistle, but it's Elzam, your winner in the first at Listowel.
2 more strides and he was up for 2nd. The extra furlong I think will suit. Showed a nice turn of foot there. He was under the cosh after 2 furlongs. He had to ride him on. Now there's always the danger in the third run. That horse with the head on King Thistle that's against him tomorrow. That that they might be looking for a mark that mightn't let the handbrake off totally, but Shane Foley remains in the saddle, so by Arizona. That's the selection in the 6:17. Hopefully Lightning might strike twice. In the 3:05 at Killarney. 13,000 to the winner. 2 miles 7. Well, 40 yards short of 2 miles 7. Horse we backed a couple of times and won a few pounds with his Black Bamboo. Opened up at 9-2 earlier on. Bit of money for it. John Joe Murphy. John Joe does well. He brought that chatterbox. We backed to the the year before last. It was noted below in Listowel at a big price when it was bet be a short head. He brought that back into 2nd yesterday and 2nd today. This was last seen in Punchestown at an inadequate trip, short of 2.5 miles. Previously, it was third or sixth in Tugwini May Boy in Aintree. And the last day got tapped for toe at a crucial stage before he came around the turn for home, but it rallied big time to finish third. We'll have a peep at it here, but that was 2 miles 3, not suitable at all. Do you remember the colours?
Together, My Lucky Colleen and Answer to Cave, followed by Back to Normal.
That's it, back here with the white star on the helmet.
Onto the heels of the leading three. And then the Flying Bee, Annie Road and Black Bamboo and My Gaffer. And then Drum Gill and Blizzard of Oz in mid-division. The two-tone green jacket and the Nero's Look and Our Girl Sal. On Lover's Walk is next. Going to the third last flight with less than 3/4 of a mile to go. My Lucky Colleen and Answer to Cave together, followed by Back to Normal and Purse Price. The Flying Bee on the outside of Black Bamboo and then Annie Road and Blizzard of Oz. Slightly lingered in the air over that flight. 5 furlongs to go, heading out of the back straight with 2 to jump. My Lucky Colleen and Answer to Cave. Continuing head and head, followed by Back to Normal and Purse Price. Annie Road, Black Bamboo, the Flying Bee next, and then comes My Gaffer and Drum Gill and Blizzard of Oz and Arrows Look and Iceberg Theory and On Lover's Walk. At the completion of a circuit, 2 flights to jump. Answer to Cave, 1 out from the rail from My Lucky Colleen and the Stars, and then Back to Normal and Purse Price. The Flying Bee is next, then Black Bamboo and Annie Road. The leaders are stacking up, and then Blizzard of Oz, who's taking closer order ahead of My Gaffer, and then Drum Gill and Arrows Look and Iceberg Theory. They're on the home turn. 1 flight left to jump in the Conley's Red Mills EBF Auction Hurdle Series final. Answer to Cave from Back to Normal, picking up the chase. Waiting on the rail is My Lucky Colleen, round the outside the Flying Bee, and then Purse Price and Blizzard of Oz spies a gap, passing the 2. Answer to Cave, challenge 1 from the rail by Back to Normal. After them is Blizzard of Oz, then the Flying Bee, My Lucky Colleen and Black Bamboo coming down to the final flight, and it's Back to Normal, strongly pressed by Blizzard of Oz, who got it all wrong, and coming back with the advantage is Back to Normal from Answer to Cave. Blizzard of Oz fluffed its lines at the last, winning with every chance, and it's Back to Normal winning another for Gavin Cromwell, written by Sean Flanagan. Answer to Cave second, Black Bamboo's come for the third ahead of Blizzard of Oz.
If there was 3 furlongs more, there'd be only one winner of that race. That'd be the Black Bamboo, in my humble opinion. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get the job done. I had another horse picked out in the bumper tomorrow when it was second favourite. It's gone favourite now, I think. Let's double check. It's gone short now. It was 15 to 8, 2 to 1. Savante for Paul McEwen and Colin Murphy. That it bet Phyllis in by 9.5 lengths the last time they met. That's getting £7. It's still getting £7 tomorrow, isn't it? With Patrick Mullins in the plate. Ellen Kelly won in Sligo. This is Savante in the
leading quartet. It's Phyllis in. Behind them in 5th is Savante, and they appear to have it between them clear.
The black with
on the outside as
whitish
they straighten
epaulets.
up. Over 2 furlongs to race in the green and white colour, Sound Risk in the black and white. Savant, widest of all, is Phyllis in. Spread across the track, heading for the furlong pole. Savant in the black and white leads over on the far side. Under pressure is a run to the Queen. Sound Risk in the green and white. Phyllis in next, but Savant is stretched on under James O'Rourke. 4 lanes clear. Phyllis in stays on in second. Sound Risk third. But with less than 100 yards to race, Savant clear will win the bumper in good style from Phyllis in second, a run to the Queen.
Impressive enough. Ellen Kelly won in Sligo by 12 lengths. And actually, the horse that had beat Wild Mandate was second in a bumper since to a Barry Connell horse, wasn't it? Apples of Brazil at Sligo again. So that was a decent enough run. So to beat that by 12, and then that only was beaten by 3/4 of a length. That had been in a maiden hurl behind Ballyburn previously. So that could improve to trouble us. But I did picked out. I hate putting up like shorties like that, but it was the other one was favourite at the time, Ellen Kelly, and I was taking it on. It was 2s, so the money has come. It'll drift again tomorrow, probably, but we'll see. There was a couple more that made the short list, but we'll let it off at that. I'll probably just put up the 3 and people can decide what they want to do then with the bumper itself. Florden Porter is making its handicap debut over fences tomorrow, but the distance is too short. It's 2-1. There's a couple of speed merchants in it. There's also one I had marked out, but the distance is too short in the stall. It's in the novice chase. Extrapolation that won in Ballinrobe is the fav for that. Dancing on my own. So you don't know what's going to be the story with some of these either now. They're getting a run with Galway in mind. Solid 3 man. If that was over 3 mile, I'd be all over that lad. It was beaten before by Reverend Hubert, but he's a better horse. But Bowmore showed good enough class when it won first time out, wasn't it? Over fences. Yeah, 1-for-1. The company sergeant. That trip, you see, sort of suits that horse better. That had serious back for him there with 3 mile, 3 mile, 3 mile, 2-7 and 3 mile and a half a furlong. Mightn't have the toe to go with them. Anyway, got to get this into the oven and get to bed. Get on the road early and head for the kingdom. Bash the bookies over and out. Shout out to Michael McCann. I think I forgot that. If I miss anyone, I'll sort it over the weekend. Bash the bookies over and out.